Don't let a guy get a 15-yard out with 2 seconds left. Like, don't let that happen. If you don't let that happen, then we're not even talking about this Hail Mary.
You're cutting the dude that you added into the segment.
I hyped him up and then I just cut his legs off.
You cut the original person off the list to add him and then cut him again. Yo, what's good, beautiful people? Welcome back to Air It Out. I'm your host, as always, AJ Greene. We here at episode 3. Got my guy Justin with me, as always.
It's good to be here. It's our second weekend studio. We're having a great time. We appreciate you guys for tuning in. We got a great episode lined up for you today.
First up, as always, Start Bench Cut. One of our favorites, because this is what we banter the most at and disagree. And I want to see what y'all talking about, man. Make sure y'all get in the comments. Tell us who you agree with. Tell us which picks you don't agree with. And we're going to be back in the comments arguing with y'all. So who we doing this week, man?
I think I'm 2-0, by the way.
Huh?
I think I'm 2-0.
Stop.
All right, we're going to find out on this one. All right,
Yeah, stop.
Okay, all right, let's get right into it. We don't got to start arguing before we even get into the segment today. All right, National Tight Ends Day.
So we're doing tight end? Okay.
We're going tight ends today.
Wait. Disclaimer. I don't know too much about tight ends, y'all. I don't know too much.
See, this is what he's trying to do. He's trying to get you on his side right now, try to lull you to sleep, and he's going to have the facts ready to roll.
It's context, man. It's a
I
disclaimer.
walked in, he's got highlights going on at tight end. So, all right, today we got Travis Kelce.
Okay, easy.
Yeah, of course.
Easy.
George Kittle, San Francisco.
Not as easy. Okay.
Sam Laporta, Detroit Lions.
And that's where you lose me. Who's that?
Led the league last year. He had just under 900 yards receiving, 10 touchdowns as a rookie. Iowa product. You know in Iowa, they just grow tight ends on trees. Start, bench, cut, go.
Me?
Yes.
Okay. Taking Kelce. He's my ticket seller. Easy. Selling tickets. I'm taking Buddy you're talking about.
Laporta.
Because you coming as a rookie leading the league already. Way to put your foot down. So I'm taking him. I'm trusting you on that. Because there's a reason you added him to this segment. Because you could have went Mark Andrews. You could have went Mark Andrews or something. Yeah, you knew I didn't know Laporta. You knew I didn't know Laporta, so you tried to catch me off guard with that one. I'm taking him on bench. So yeah, obviously I'm cutting Kittle.
All right, I'm going to switch it up a little bit. I'm going Kelce for the exact same reasons as you. You got a billion fans worldwide. You bring in more money on just jersey sales, and he picks it up. He always kind of sleepwalks in the beginning of the season, and then as soon as it gets to playoff time, it's time to get rolling, he shows up.
Crunch time, yeah. And that's what gets you started right there.
And Kelce, we trust. I'm going to bench Kittle. The reason I like Kittle maybe the most is he blocks. He is one of the best blocking tight ends, and he giggles when he does it. He's blocking dudes downfield, pancakes them, and giggles while he's doing it. And then I know I brought him to the episode, but I'm cutting Sam Laporta. Because
you're cutting the dude that you added into the segment.
I hyped him up and then I just cut his legs off.
You cut the original person off the list to add him and then cut him again.
Yeah, hey, it was a little inside trader on me right there.
Bro, at least add somebody to the segment you think can make the team.
My only issue is if Sam Laporta was on another team, say the New York Giants, I'm probably starting Sam Laporta based off what he did. But Detroit has found out there's too many mouths to feed in Detroit. I just don't know if he's going to get enough reps to get that tight end status, that tight end 1 status.
Perfect time. We're going to get out of start bench cut. Let me know who y'all agree with, who y'all would start bench cut. We're going to get into third and short. Anthony Richardson, we coming, boy. Third and short. This is where we recap our top 3 moments from the weekend. And this is a great weekend for black quarterbacks, all except for Anthony Richardson. What are you doing?
Yeah, in my entire career, I have never seen a quarterback tap his helmet to come out of a game because he was tired.
You know what? There got to be something more to that story, though. There's no way you're saying, I'm tired, bro. Pop you an energy drink and figure it out.
I mean, it is crazy. You're going to start losing confidence in the locker room. If that's your quarterback, and I'm an offensive lineman.
Hey, confidence been lost over there.
Yeah, he's going 10 for 35. They're showing.
See, this is why you the stats man. How did you get that number from?
I kind of rounded that one. I think it was roughly he's completing 44% of his passes. I know that. The reason why I know that is because they're comparing his completion percentage to Tim Tebow and Jamarcus Russell.
Hey now, please don't put Tim Tebow and Jamarcus Russell in the same conversation. You gonna say Tim Tebow is as big of a bust as Jamarcus Russell?
Well, Jamarcus was number 1 overall. Tebow, I'm just saying completion wise. If you're a starting quarterback in the NFL and you can't complete over 50% of your passes, you can't be out there.
Anyway, on a more positive note.
Yeah, let's get stuff.
On a more positive note.
Nice.
Patriots, Jets.
You know who I do want to give a shout out to? Ramondre Stevenson, the running back for the Patriots.
Yes.
Because he got benched. Jerome Mayo called this team soft. He's like, the New England Patriots are soft. The whole media went crazy. Ramondre got benched 2 weeks ago because he had been fumbling the ball. He comes in and went off, had 2 rushing touchdowns. Patriots come back.
2-point conversion.
2-point conversion. They balled out in that game. and they buried the New York Packers. I'm calling them the New York Packers because Aaron Rodgers basically became the GM. Head coach gets fired. Offensive coordinator gets demoted. He trades for his best friend. They did get they did get Hassan Reddick back, who I thought was going to be able to help him out, but he's still working back into shape. And you lose to the Patriots.
But see, look, you said they buried the Jets. They didn't bury the Jets. Because after this past weekend, I need to get 3 number 5 jerseys. And those number 5 jerseys are our top 3 moments, by the way. So that's your little sprinkle of a foreshadow right there. Garrett Wilson played amazing.
Bro.
Go back and watch the clips.
I will say this. The best thing that's happened for Garrett Wilson is Devontae Adams coming there.
I told you that.
Yeah, you did say that. You did say that. Because now he's working in the slot. He's made some acrobatic catches. Everything that we knew Garrett Wilson could be. Finally, now he's starting to let loose and have those games where he really shows like I'm him. So are we burying the Jets? Are the Jets
that's over.
Season's done?
Yeah, that's over. That's over for sure. That's over.
All right, so the second game on third now that we have to talk about, Jameis Winston and the Cleveland Browns at home against the MVP, Lamar Jackson, King Henry. No one's been able to stop him. They go out and get the upset. And it wasn't like Baltimore gave them the game. The Browns went out and took it.
See, that's what I'm saying. The second I seen who was starting, by the way, fun fact, Jameis Winston is my favorite football player currently. This is not new. He's my favorite player since he's been my favorite player since that W because he's a clown, bro. I love playing. If they all know me, y'all know I love people with personality, man. Jameis Winston is hilarious. The second I seen him starting, I said, I ain't putting no money on this game. Anything can happen when Jameis Winston's back there. When he throw the ball and look like it should not be completed, they got it.
When he throws the ball,
you hold your breath a little bit, don't you?
You do, because it's either going to be a pick or a touchdown. We got to talk about the pregame speeches too. Jameis had the best of all time. Did you see Kirk Cousins' pregame speech? If Kirk gave me that pregame speech, I'd be less hyped.
Yeah, he would.
If I would,
bro, I might go back in the locker room and say, hold on, we got to reset this.
Just go do this. Do me a favor. Go watch the video. See how hyped the Cleveland Browns players got. See how hyped the Atlanta Falcons players got. If Buccaneers had the receivers, if they would have all those injuries, I would have picked the Buccaneers to beat the Falcons yesterday just based on pregame speeches alone. Kirk, stop with the pregame. Don't do that, Kirk. Stop. Get your Coles cash and just go play quarterback.
And the third and final number 5 jersey I'm getting is Jaden Daniels.
I got goosebumps watching that Hail Mary. I was in my own Hail Mary game. Kyler Murray threw it up to D-Hop. We beat the Bills. Cliff Kingsbury was our head coach.
Yep.
And then for Jaden to go out in that game, people were filing out of the stadium. Jaden played electric. Jaden was the best player on that field. So even if they would have lost yesterday, I still would have came away. Last week I was saying, hey, let's stick with Caleb Williams. Let's give him his time. And I still think Caleb's going to be super successful in this league. But after watching what Jaden Daniels does on the football field, he clearly is not only the offensive rookie of the year right now, he is probably the MVP of the NFL right now. Oh, I also got to give you some props right now. Because what did I also say? Oh, yeah, here he goes. Here he goes. What did we talk about with receivers last week? Who was I hyping up?
He was hyping up
DJ Moore. And Scary Terry went out and showed that he's that dude. So I will admit I'm wrong on that one. Everything else I've been right on. That one right there, though, I was wrong on that one.
That's it for Third and Short. Let us know which one was your favorite moment and anyone we missed. And now it's that time of the show. We bring on a special guest.
Today we got Spice Adams. Spice, I was talking about it earlier. You've been in the trenches. You've been in the creator space, man. What's it like transitioning out of the NFL? It's so structured. It has everything. You got to be here at 7 a.m. You got to be there till 5 a.m. The coaches are crazy. They got to make sure you're wearing the same outfit every single day. I played for Tom Coughlin in New York, so you know how crazy he can get. And then you go into the YouTube and creator space where it's a little more freelance. You kind of control and make your own rules.
Yeah, it's easier on your body. I'll say that. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you up in the trenches, man, it's like getting into, if you play 60 plays, it's like getting into 60 mini car accidents. You know, so being on this side of the game, man, is easier on your body, man. So I appreciate that.
How'd you go from playing football to getting into the content creation space? Because you're the funniest dude I have ever seen. I'm sure guys told you that all the time in the locker room. I'm sure it's probably started early on in your career.
Yeah, man. I always just been a goofy, silly dude, man. So I put together some videos and stuff like that, and I showed my teammates, and they was like, yeah, man, put it out. You know, we see it all the time in the locker room, but nobody else really get a chance to see it, man. So I kind of like deferred to my guys who did social media because I wasn't fooling with social media while I was playing. Like I thought it was stupid. I was like, you put together 140 characters on Twitter and then somebody judge you based off of what your thoughts are. I was like, that's stupid. That's the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. But a lot of my teammates were like, dog, I think you built for it, man. So it kind of started as like a dare.
So how has your perspective of social media changed now?
Oh man, I love it now, man. At first, I didn't want nothing to do with it, man. But that's the same thing with football. I didn't want nothing to do with football. Like I was playing basketball in my neighborhood. I'm from Detroit, so it was all about the bad boys. You know, Isaiah Thomas, Joe Dumars. You know what I'm saying? So we always hooped in my neighborhood, and I mean, we played football, but I thought it was boring. You know, because basketball, you cross somebody up, you get the oohs and ahs, you shoot the jumper, you dunk and all of that stuff, man. So I was more into basketball than anything else. So, but I had to listen to the folks who knew more than I did, and it paid off for me.
What are we saying about the Hail Mary in Chicago and plus Tyreek Stevenson, like talking to the fans while the play's going on? Talk me through that Hail Mary.
So look, even before we get to the Hail Mary, let's talk about the pass before that. The 15-yard gain. If they don't get the 15-yard gain, there's no Hail Mary. Then they probably got to do like a bunch of laterals. Then they got to do like the Music City Miracle or something like that. So
that's a fact. Do you go into prevent a little
I'm
too
thinking
early?
like maybe the guy should have played, 10 to 15 yards or something like that. You can keep guys in the end zone to protect the end zone. I'm cool with the prevent defense, but don't let a guy get a 15-yard out with 2 seconds left. Like, don't let that happen. If you don't let that happen, then we're not even talking about this Hail Mary. But anyways, there's always supposed to be somebody. You're supposed to set up like a triangle, right? You get 2 to 3 guys or something on the main line, and then you get one or two guys behind that, just in case it gets tipped. Like you're gonna try to bat it down because you got to get it at its highest point, but sometimes, like what happened, it gets tipped and it goes backwards. So that's what they tell the wide receivers. So if they're telling the wide receivers that, then the defenders automatically should know that and box that guy out. And then you tip it again. Like, it's just elementary. But that didn't happen, man. And Washington ended up winning.
All right, so going back to this last weekend, we had the battle of the number 1 pick, Caleb Williams, your guy, Chicago Bears, versus the number 2 pick, Jaden Daniels, and the Washington Commanders. Now, we know how the game ended, but what are your thoughts of those 2 young quarterbacks coming in and playing very good football? Jaden edges them out this time, but Caleb, there's a lot to look forward to in Chicago. Give me your thoughts on that.
Yeah, man, I think we saw 2 of the premier quarterbacks, man. 2 of the young premier quarterbacks, and I wish Caleb would have had a different stat line. I mean, he only completed like 10 passes for like 100-something yards or something like that. But it was kind of crazy to watch, man. Like you watching like let's just say you just read the stat line, you'd be like, man, like Jaden just really like just destroyed him. He had like 300-something yards or something like that, and Caleb had like 120 or something like that. And so, but I mean, you look at the decision making. You see him, going up to the line and making audibles and stuff like that. And if you're a Chicago Bear fan, you're excited about that because you haven't seen something like that in a long time. I haven't seen a quarterback being shotgun with an empty backfield, and next thing you know, he goes up to the line, and now he's under center, and now he motions the running back into the backfield, and they run a running play, and they get 4 yards off of it. I've never seen that before. Like I haven't seen that in a long time here in Chicago. So Chicago fans, that's something that they could be excited about. And of course, Washington does. Like Jaden Daniels is killing it right now. Like he's making history seem like every week. So I think these are 2 of the young premier quarterbacks that, down the line, we're going to be like excited to see. I think they're going to probably have to always flex the Chicago and the Washington game.
Well, Spice, we appreciate your time. We appreciate your personality on social media. We appreciate your days in the trenches.
Yes, sir. Thank you, man. My pinky thanks y'all.
Well, I was about to say, man, as an offensive lineman to a defensive lineman, I'm glad we're not battling in the trenches and we're laughing, having a good time now, man. This is what it's all about.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We can come out healthy with this conversation.
The name of the show is Air It Out. The only way to do that is by looking deep. So we're going to look ahead to some of the best matchups coming up. Right now, I think the top matchup is this Lions-Packers game.
It is the marquee matchup of the week. It's NFC North, which is probably the best division in football right now.
These are top two teams, ain't it?
Top two teams.
So this is the battle for the NFC North right here.
This is the battle for the NFC. This could be a preview of the NFC Championship game.
Might as well be right here. And we don't know if Jordan Love is playing.
That's huge.
But by the time we do get to the actual championship game, he will be here.
Yeah.
Malik Willis been playing great. Like you said, they've been 3-0 without him. But the Lions just might be a little too much. You got your boy Laporta on there. And all them mouths you're talking about feeding.
And Jameer Gibbs, your other boy.
I was going to get the Gibbs. All the mouths up there got one some. And the other big factor, the game's in Green Bay. So you know somebody going to Lambeau Leap down there. So home field advantage could be another key piece for them too.
Yeah, home field advantage in games like this are massive. This is one of the first games that Detroit's going to be playing outside. They play in the Dome. They're used to it. Detroit hasn't been tested all year. They got blown out by the Buccaneers. They got beat. That's their one loss. But every other game, they've been up triple scores. They've been doing everything right. I still think Detroit takes this one. They are the best team in football. They have the best offensive line. Who you got?
I have the Lions.
Good Lions.
Lions.
No, I'm with you.
Yeah, I'm going with the Lions.
So probably Green Bay ends up winning the game.
I was going to say, I would love to see Malik Willis come out and, because, he had his time with the Titans. Might not have went the way we all thought it was going to go, the way he thought it was going to go. But like we said, he's been playing great over there. I got the Lions. You got the Lions. Who's the next matchup you like?
The next matchup I like is the Rams going to play the Seattle Seahawks.
Now, before you give your justifications, who you got?
I got the Rams.
Okay, go ahead.
Here's my crazy prediction. LA Rams make the playoffs this year. Everyone was counting them out. They were saying they're going to trade Cooper Kupp. They're going to trade all these players. They're getting healthy. I was at the game on Thursday. Rams are the real deal. Rams look good. McVay's a great coach. Seattle looked a little suspect in this game on Sunday. They got demolished by the Buffalo Bills at home. Like, you don't go up to Seattle and just beat them easily. And the Seahawks look pedestrian.
Well, that's it for Looking Downfield, and that's it for episode 3, man.
These things are flying by.
Yeah.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah, the season's going by pretty quickly, man. So make sure y'all let us know who y'all looking forward to seeing this week, what matchups y'all like. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Stay active in these comments now.
We will see you guys next week.